We have ourselves a battle for the lead with just 5.5 laps to go. Teammates Scott Riggs in the 6 UPS Ford and Greg Biffle in the 3M16 Ford. Scott Riggs clears him for the moment as Biffle and Vickers are about to be side by side. Scott Riggs bringing him down to turn number 1. Scott Riggs has not won this season, and he would like to change that. Down to the inside goes Brian Vickers underneath Greg Biffle. Brian Vickers should clear Greg Biffle as they go into turn number 3, as Scott Riggs has a 3-car length lead now. As right now it is Scott Riggs. Greg Biffle gets in a little wall with 4 laps to go, as it's now a 4-car battle as Carl Edwards is now entered into the fray. Can Brian Vickers get his first win of 2009? One slow car to the inside, that's Michael Waltrip. He will not be a factor. Side by side for second as Greg Biffle gets a run underneath Vickers. Vickers gets into the wall, and there goes Riggs with now just 3 laps to go. Another slow car to the inside, that is Paul Menard in the 15. He will not be a factor. Down the back straightaway, Greg Biffle. Boy, he is giving it all. He's going to try. He's doing everything he can. We'll see if it's enough. Scott Riggs still goes a little high. Greg Biffle is still a little lower. 2 laps to go. Brian Vickers is starting to fall out of the picture as it is now Roush 1, 2, 3. Down to turn number 1 again. Scott Riggs still has a good lead over Greg Biffle. Down the back straightaway, Greg Biffle eats up a chunk of distance between himself and Riggs. Down turn number 3, Greg Biffle is to the inside, goes Greg Biffle. Scott Riggs gets into the wall hard, and that should be enough. Greg Biffle is going to pass underneath Scott Riggs for the lead. Look to the inside. Here comes Scott Riggs fighting back. That damage to the wall, not going to be a problem. Here he comes down the back straightaway. Down turn number 3, it is now Scott Riggs and Carl Edwards as they go down turn number 4. Scott Riggs did not give up, and he is going to win for the first time here in 2009 at Dover. Scott Riggs not in the chase for the Cup this year, but it is still a good motivational builder for 2010. Let's take a look again. So it started in turn 4. Scott Riggs swept just a little too high, and he gets into the wall pretty hard, and you can see damage on the right side of his car. He drove through the corner there without any problems, and there he goes underneath Greg Biffle. Carl Edwards, he did come back, and he did have a very powerful run down the back straightaway, and he would have gotten there too. Scott Riggs left the bottom wide open for Carl Edwards, but it was not meant to be. So coming off of turn number 4, Scott Riggs is going to be able to win for the first time here in 2009. Carl Edwards definitely solidifies his chances for a championship here in 2009 with that second place finish. And it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this chase is going to play out. So we're going to take a quick commercial break right here. We'll talk to the winner, Scott Riggs. We'll talk to Greg Biffle. We'll talk to Carl Edwards, and we will wrap things up. We will wrap things up here from Dover, Delaware.